Um, of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a?
If he comes out and go sign the contract and we will fight. I mean, let's fight again. If
Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
One thing that's always floating about is Floyd's always having these exhibitions as well. Would you be open to having that rematch as a exhibition now, later on down the line?
oh, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then I'm okay.
Manny Pacquiao just finished his bout with Mario Barrios, and guess who took notice? None other than Floyd Mayweather. Many doubted Pacquiao's decision to come out of retirement, but he silenced critics with a performance that exceeded expectations. That showing didn't just win over fans, it reignited an old flame. After years of silence, the legendary rivalry between Pacquiao and Mayweather may be stirring once again, and here's the twist: Mayweather actually sounds interested. For the longest time, Floyd Mayweather Jr. made it clear he had zero desire to return to competitive boxing. And why would he? He left the sport with an immaculate 50-0 record and more wealth than most athletes can even imagine. By his own admission, he earned enough during his career to never step foot in the ring again. He wasn't just a fighter, he was the ultimate prize fighter and a masterful businessman, but now, the door that once seemed permanently closed might just be creaking open.
When I come and do an exhibition or come out of the box and have some fun, I do it because I want to do it.
Look, when I step into the ring for an exhibition or just to have some fun, it's because I choose to, not because I have to, Floyd Mayweather said. But as any boxing fan knows, things can shift in a heartbeat. And judging by his latest remarks, that shift might already be happening. In that same video, Floyd couldn't resist throwing a jab at his old rival Manny Pacquiao. He called it sad to see Pacquiao still fighting in his 40s, implying that Manny's return to the ring isn't about passion, it's about necessity. According to Mayweather, Pacquiao didn't earn enough during his prime to retire comfortably. That, Floyd says, is the difference between them. While Pacquiao is still chasing paychecks, Mayweather insists he's already set for life.
Whereas Pacquiao at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set, and I want to let everybody know this. You're gonna hear so many different stories. Oh, Floyd, after this, no.
Mayweather didn't hold back when addressing the idea of a rematch. He issued a direct warning to Pacquiao, urging him to tune out the voices in his ear. According to Floyd, there are people in Manny's inner circle pushing him toward a second fight, but he made it clear how that would end. In Mayweather's words, if Pacquiao steps into the ring with him again, it'll be a repeat of the first bout, with Manny, as he put it, getting his ass whooped all over again.
But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
At one time, Floyd Mayweather wasn't just uninterested in a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, he seemed almost offended by the very suggestion. But something has changed. And that shift began with Pacquiao's recent return to the ring against Mario Barrios. On paper, it looked like a mismatch. Barrios, the younger and more active fighter, was expected to dominate. But instead, Pacquiao defied expectations. He turned back the clock with a performance that had the entire boxing world buzzing. It wasn't just fans or commentators who were impressed. Floyd Mayweather was paying attention too. The same man who once scoffed at the idea of a second fight is now showing real signs of interest. In a recent appearance on ESPN, Mayweather sounded more open to a rematch than ever before, and that has reignited a rivalry many thought was long dead.
He had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing. There's a difference.
But before we unpack Floyd Mayweather's sudden change of heart, it's worth examining where Manny Pacquiao stands on the idea of a rematch. Because if there's one constant in this rivalry, it's that the fire between these two never truly burned out. In most cases, it's the losing fighter who pushes for a second chance. That's just the nature of boxing. But with Mayweather versus Pacquiao, the dynamic has always been a little different. Despite coming up short on the scorecards in their 2015 mega fight, Pacquiao never fully accepted the result as a legitimate loss. In a resurfaced clip, Pacquiao casually brushed off their first meeting as one of his toughest bouts, not because of what Floyd did, but because, in Manny's eyes, Floyd didn't really fight at all. According to the Filipino legend, Mayweather spent 12 rounds avoiding a real exchange, moving backward and playing defense. For Pacquiao, that wasn't boxing, it was a glorified game of tag, and in true Manny fashion, he didn't hold back the humor. He quipped that Floyd wasn't fighting, he was running like the real-life Forrest Gump.
Why isn't he in the top? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought? Like,
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto.
why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like a changing fight, not a.
That sentiment wasn't just a passing remark from Pacquiao, it's something he's echoed more than once. In another interview, when asked if he ever gets tired of being asked about Floyd Mayweather, Manny's response was telling. The only reason people still bring it up is because the first fight left fans unsatisfied. According to him, the outcome didn't deliver the clarity people were hoping for. There was no emphatic finish, no definitive victor in the eyes of the public. Just 12 rounds of cautious, tactical boxing that felt more like a high-stakes chess match than the explosive showdown fans had dreamed of. And that lingering sense of unfinished business is exactly why the conversation still lives on.
I have to ask, you have a lot of acclaim and you've done an amazing thing for the sport, but how do you feel that your name is always, like, you always get asked questions about Mayweather? Does that bother you, or do you consider that a good thing?
Oh, kind of. They're asking questions about the Floyd Mayweather because they are not satisfied of the result of our last fight, so that's why.
Manny has gone so far as to say that a rematch with Floyd needs to happen, not for his own legacy, but for the fans. In his eyes, they deserve a definitive ending. Whether it's a clear-cut decision or a knockout, the second fight should leave no doubts. No more ducking, no more dancing, just a real fight. And while you might expect that over the years Pacquiao would move on, soften his stance, or turn his focus to other challenges, the truth is quite the opposite. In his most recent interview following the Mario Barrios fight, Manny was once again asked about a potential rematch with Mayweather. And his response, as unwavering as ever.
Like that, this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired.
Pacquiao admitted that it's tough to call out someone who's officially retired, but he didn't mince words. If Floyd wants the fight, all he has to do is step out of retirement and sign the contract. Manny made one thing absolutely clear, he's not hiding, and he never was.
Go sign the contract and we'll fight. I mean, let's fight again if you want. I have no problem with that.
Pacquiao went on to say that while he's active again, he's not in the business of handpicking opponents. But if Floyd decides to step back into the ring, the door is wide open. All he has to do is walk through it.
I'm active now. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight them all in my weight division.
And if that wasn't bold enough, Manny took it a step further. In another video, he playfully teased Floyd, joking that he's retired now and shouldn't be bothered, a clear jab meant to stir the pot. It was delivered with a smile, but the message beneath the humor was unmistakable. Pacquiao wants the rematch, and he knows exactly how to push Floyd's buttons to get it.
I'm still active and he's retired, so I think we don't need to bother him. Right? Maybe man enjoy his retirement.
Eventually, Floyd couldn't stay silent. In a recent ESPN interview, he dropped a subtle but revealing line, advising Pacquiao to go chase a money fight. And let's be honest, there's only one matchup that fits that description. The biggest payday still out there for Manny is the same fight that shattered pay-per-view records nearly a decade ago, Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2.
If I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely.
Let's be clear, Floyd didn't outright say, let's run it back. There was no direct challenge. But in true Mayweather fashion, the real message was tucked between the lines. He wants Pacquiao to chase him. He wants to be the prize. And if the conditions are right, if the timing works, the money's massive, and the spotlight's bright enough, then yes, Floyd might just say yes. But here's where it gets interesting. Mayweather's idea of a rematch isn't what fans might expect. He's not talking titles, rankings, or legacy on the line. He's talking exhibition, no belts, no judges, no official records. Just a high-profile, high-paying showcase on his terms. And yet, Pacquiao doesn't seem to care about the format. Whether it's a sanctioned fight or an exhibition, he's ready. In a separate interview, Manny made it clear he's all in, even under exhibition rules. Because for him, it's not just about titles or scorecards anymore. It's about settling unfinished business. And that's something he's never let go of.
That's always floating about is Floyd's always having these exhibitions as well. Would you be open to having that rematch as a exhibition now, later on down the line?
Well, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then I'm okay with that.
How does it go now? This time around, obviously, it's been quite a few years since you guys got in the ring.
It's okay. An exhibition with.
The contrast between these two legends couldn't be more striking. Floyd Mayweather wants control, money, and minimal risk. Manny Pacquiao wants closure, redemption, and a real fight. And now, with both icons more open than ever to the idea of a rematch, fans are beginning to believe what once felt impossible might actually be within reach. There's a saying in boxing, styles make fights. But in this case, it's not just the styles, it's the history, the rivalry, and the unfinished business that make this rematch so compelling. Two legends from different worlds. One chasing peace of mind, the other chasing another massive payday. But both forever linked by one night in 2015 that left the boxing world craving more. Floyd Mayweather has always been more than just a boxer. He's a strategist, a tactician in and out of the ring. He never fights on impulse. He waits, he calculates, and when the timing is perfect, he strikes. That's exactly what he's doing now with Manny Pacquiao. For years, Floyd dismissed any talk of a rematch. But after watching Pacquiao go toe-to-toe with Mario Barrios, a younger, active world champion, and push him to a razor-close, controversial draw, something shifted. Many believe Manny actually won that fight. And Mayweather, he took notice. Because Floyd knows the game better than anyone. He saw Manny's stock soar overnight. At 45, Pacquiao proved he can still compete at an elite level. And that kind of performance doesn't just inspire admiration, it reignites marketability. Mayweather, ever the businessman, recognized the perfect storm forming. If Manny can look that sharp against a young, dangerous opponent like Barrios, Floyd is confident he can do what he did in 2015, and do it even better with the world watching. The timing, the narrative, the money, it all lines up. For Mayweather, this rematch isn't just possible. It's perfect business. Now, nearly a decade later, we might finally see it happen, so the question is, will Floyd answer the call? Will Manny keep pressing until the rematch becomes reality? Or will this all fade into the endless list of boxing's great what-ifs? One thing's for sure, the door is no longer closed. The rematch we thought we'd never see might be closer than ever. But what about you, fight fans? Who takes it if they meet again, Mayweather or Pacquiao? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth boxing stories, analysis, and updates.